So today I'm going to do another story time. As you can see by the title, mean teachers. So I'm going to be talking about two teachers. One was my gym teacher from second grade, and another one was from second grade, which was a substitute teacher. One was abusive and one was just straight up mean and sometimes abusive. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to be talking about my gym teacher first, since I had her first since kindergarten. So here in America, like, you cannot abuse a child. You cannot. You'll go to jail. You'll go to jail for how many years? 20 years. You'll go to jail for 20 years for abusing a child here in America, in United States of America. You will get kicked out of this school. They probably won't let you in other schools either when you get out of jail. But, like, you cannot hit a child. In Russia, you can. Back in the old days, you can. But this teacher was, like, crazy. Like, I want the camera? Okay. So first, we had spots that we had to sit in, so we sat in our spots. We sat in our spots. And it's going by, like size order. So, like, someone's in the front, they sit in the front. So I'm usually either in the second row or the back row. I don't know. And then, oh, mind you, this happened in second grade. I'm in third now, so I remember this very well. So then, like, oh, this was one day, like, literally one day. Well, 2 days. So we had her every Tuesday, I believe. I forgot. So I will walk in, sit down, exercise leaders. We will, yeah. We would do exercise, and we had a song to play it to that so that we won't just be bored, like going jumping jacks, like, so that we can have, like, fun while we're doing exercise. So when the song that's Beat It, just beat it, like from Michael Jackson, when that comes on, I always go to the bathroom because all she makes us do is this. So one day, I asked to go to the bathroom. Mind you, I asked her to go to the bathroom. I didn't say nothing mean or anything. She said, "What you said? What you said?" Like, I got scared. I'm starting to shake. She turns off the music, everything. She's like, "What you said? What the hell you just said?" She was like, "What the H did you just say?" I'm like, mind you, I wasn't paying attention. Like, I was turned around because she told us to turn around. I just raised my hand with looking at the blackboard. She was like, and then I turned around and she was talking on the phone. Mind you, is there cameras in your classroom that's saying cursing like that? Like, what? But when she hangs up, she's like, "What did you say, honey?" Because my mom had talked to her, like, about, like, in first grade, mind you, like, she said, my mom was like, "Oh, stop yelling like that and stop abusing children." She really said that. So she said, like, "What did you say, honey?" And I'm like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" She's like, "Didn't you go to the bathroom? That's what I told your mother." When? I was there for parent-teacher conference, like, when my mom told you to stop abusing children like that. But yeah, so I just start, like, bursting into tears. I'm sweating, I'm shaking. My heart is like about to fly out my chest. This, like, I get so scared that, like, she can literally, like, and she's like, I told your mother, like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to go to the bathroom. And so I'm like, okay. So then she's like, oh, turn around, turn around. Now her, like, voice gets deep. She's like, turn around, turn around. She turns the music back on. We start exercise again. Literally, I'm doing the pee-pee dance right now. I'm doing the pee dance, like. And by accident, I slipped. Cause she took off her socks. She said, "Oh, take off your shoes." So I had to take off my shoes because we were doing an exercise that you had to take off your shoes. So when that exercise, I saw my leg. Look. So we were going like sliding with both legs, and then this leg went, and then I went flying. I tripped over someone's foot. I tripped over someone's foot. I tripped over someone's foot, and I just kept rolling. And then you see me rolling. I bet I hit my head on the thing, cause the blackboard, and then the smart board. And then there's like this metal wall. There's like this metal thing, and then this wall. So this part hit the metal thing. This part hit the wall. Like my head up here hit the metal thing, and then like my forehead hit the wall. And so like she stopped everything. She like, what happened? What happened? Like, she started yelling at me. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm literally crying. I said, I don't know. I just slipped and I went flying. And she like, okay, so my friend Madison, and we're still friends till this day. So she took me to the clinic, the office. So first we went to the main office to see if they can do anything. They're like, oh, I can give you a band-aid since I have a scratch here. So they gave me a band-aid. And they're like, that's all we can do, honey. You have to go to the main office. You have to go to the clinic or your teacher. So we went to the clinic. The clinic is closed. And my teacher was in my guidance counselor's room. So Madison took me there, and then she went back upstairs saying, like, oh, I heard a teacher. And then she's like, oh, did you break your leg? Because I really hurt my leg. Like, you don't even know. Like, she didn't even care about my forehead because they gave me a band-aid. That's what they can do. Like, my forehead wasn't scratched like that. Like, my leg felt like it was going to fall off. So she's like, do I need to call the ambulance? And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, she took me back. She's like, oh, are you okay now? Like, once I finished crying, I calmed down. She gave me a lollipop, blah, blah. And then, blah, 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 blah. Then, blah, 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 fast forward, because that's when we were walking upstairs, and then I fell. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this part. We were walking upstairs, and mind you, I'm still in my socks. I slipped going up the stairs. My forehead hit it again. I got like a bruise, a circle on my head. They're like, oh, that's okay. They gave me an ice pack. Yeah, it went down fast. Like, and once I got upstairs, the teacher didn't go all the way. She had to go to the classroom, so I had to walk by myself to the thing. So I threw the ice pack out in a random room, and the third grade room, and I just went walking, blah, walking, blah, blah. Walking, blah, blah. Yeah, once I got there, I walked in. Shh, everybody's sitting about to run. Mind you, I was downstairs for about like a half an hour. So she's like, oh, where have you been? I'm like, with my teacher. She's like, oh, I know that. Look, you've been downstairs for half an hour. You missed all the exercise. Because first you asked me to use the bathroom. Then you have to stop. Blah, 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 blah. And a whole bunch of stupid stuff, let's just say. Okay, let's call that my teacher. Because her name is Dr. Bloom, so let's call her Miss Bloom. So Miss Bloom, she started yelling. Miss Bloom was like, oh, where have you been? Once I walked in, she's like, first you missed that, and then you missed that. You've been downstairs for about an hour. They're seriously playing music upstairs. Shut up! I'm trying to make a video down here! Look, it stopped. Okay, so then after that, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I started crying again. And somebody came to pick someone up, and she's like, hi, can I pick this person up? And then once they walked out that door, she like, oh, I'm gonna hit you so hard. I'm like, you're gonna hit me so hard? I'm like, you're gonna hit me? She's like, no, I'm sorry, but you got me so bad. And she just started yelling. I don't know what to do. My teacher came in the room and she's like, Destiny, I need Destiny. So we went to go check the cameras to see what happened, if I really tripped or not, because my teacher, like, literally almost all the teachers gathered up to come because they got scared. People were knocking on the door, she didn't answer. Like, people were scared because she yelling like crazy. So some people came, blah blah blah, and then like we went to the camera guy, we went to the security. They said, oh, you can check the cameras, and blah blah blah. Then we checked the cameras. We went to whatever her class is. Let's say class 215. She went to. They typed in class 215. Mind you, 2 teachers came with my teacher. 2 other teachers. The rest of them went back to the class and blah 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 blah. Okay, so then my teacher's name was Miss Petrillo. So Miss Petrillo, and let's call the other people Mrs. So the other Mrs. checked my forehead and made sure she didn't hit me, because they heard like, oh, I'm gonna hit you so hard. That's when they started knocking on the door, because like she started yelling more and like blah blah blah. And once Miss Petrillo found whatever, she typed in the time that this happened. She has a watch, so she can look at the watch. So she looked at the watch when she came in. Then when she left, then she's like, oh, this is the time. And then, okay, so she checked the whole thing. I actually used the bathroom. Then she said no. Then I fell. Then that. Then she's like, that teacher needs to get out of this. I said, don't worry, we're gonna put you in a different gym. So next, the week after that, we had gym again. They still didn't get another gym for me because Mrs. didn't find a gym, because Miss Siegel, let's call her Squaw. Miss Squaw, she was a 3rd grade gym teacher, so I could not go with her. So they didn't find I'm recording. Okay, so as I was saying, Miss Siegel is a third grade teacher, so I couldn't go with her. So they were like, no, you can't go with her. So I'm like, okay, I won't. And like I started drizzling, I started. I got heated. Like I don't want to go with her. I don't want to go with her. So they let me stay out with that period. But then I had to go at the end because they were doing a project or something. So when I walked in, she's like, "Where have you been again? Again? Are you serious again? 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 Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?" I'm like, "What did I do? Tell me, what did I do?" She's like, "Oh, you know what you did? You know what you did? You know what you did?" Like she just kept saying that, and she's like, I asked if I could use the bathroom, and she's like, "No, no, no." Calm sit down. I just walked out. I walked out. She came running after me, like with a ball or something. I forgot. She came running. She was like, mind you, I ran. And my classroom was at the end of the hall, so I had to. So one of the third grade teachers was like, "Oh, she grabbed Miss Bloom." She was like, "What are you doing with that child? What are you doing with that? Well, let's call it a ball since I said it first." So she's like, "What you doing with that ball?" And like that's how she talks. She's like, "What you doing with that ball?" And she's like, "I don't know. I want to hit her with that." Mind you, this is the story that I heard. One of the teachers told me, because I was already at my teacher's thing. I was just listening. So she's like, "Why are you gonna hit that child? Do you know this is America?" And three other teachers walked out. Was like, they ran after me and they were like, "Oh, are you okay, Miss Bloom?" Was like, "No, I want to hit her with this." And then the other teachers are like, "No, you are not." And then just, Okay, so like Miss Bloom is like, I wanna hit her, and I'm like, mind you, this is the story that I heard from someone. So one of the teachers were country, so she like, yay ha! So like one of their sayings is yay ha. I can't say it. One of their things are yay ha. What? Yay ha! Horsey do! This is like something, and they're like, it's like a saying for like hitting little kids. It's like, yay ha! Da da da. And then like, and the other one was like, bruh, are you serious? Bruh, like, let me handle it. So, what happened after that? Miss Bloom was like, alright, bye. Let me go back to my class. So, mind you, the class is looking out the door, like, and out the windows, because you can see the hallway out some windows. So, like, this is the whole classroom is a big square, and like windows to go outside, and a door, then a window right there to see outside. And then she turned around with this mean, because I walked down. She turned around with this mean looking thing. She was like, my friends hid. They went. She said, okay, fine, I won't do anything. So she walked back in. Everybody ran to sit back down in the spot, even though it is not that spot. They want to sit down. Like, alright, now do your races. Do your races, like race. You're gonna race. So she did that. They did that, and in the hallways, I see her. I don't say hi. She goes like that. I just walk past her. I do not say hi. She's like, hi, honey. I don't. I walk past her. I'm like, I go. Then I walk past her. I just go. I smile. I don't even do no hand motion. No. Sometimes I go. I roll my eyes at her. Or sometimes I go, like, don't talk to me. Okay. Another teacher, his name is Miss Z. His full name, I can't say it, but his name is Mr. Z. And he was a substitute because my teacher was absent. Okay. So, this was still in second grade. So, so, like, and mind you, he's from Africa. In Africa, you can hit kids with rulers and stuff. So, but this is United States. So he walks in. He's pretty nice. Blah blah blah. He says, "Oh, sit down, class," because when we don't sit, we come up in the classroom when teachers walk in. That's what we did in second grade. Everybody was like talking. Everybody had their book bags on. Everybody was just like talking. Everybody was like laughing. Everybody was like sitting on the tables. Everybody was like all over the place, starting like preparing our place and everything like that. And alright, so he walks in, puts his bag down, puts his jacket down, and then we read a story. It was first period was read aloud. So we read blah blah blah. Then he told us, oh, write about the story. Write 3 paragraphs of the story. We're like, what's a paragraph? What's a paragraph? Because it was like in December. This was like way before December. And we didn't know what a paragraph is. We were just focusing on like math and stuff like that. So we didn't know what a paragraph is. So he's like, oh, a paragraph is that and that and that. He explained it. Story time was over. But he's like, because next was reading comprehension. I write about stories and stuff. So he's like, oh, it's reading comprehension. Now write. So everybody sits down. We start writing. Right? I don't want to say it. My boyfriend, because I had a boyfriend, he looked at me and he was like, he's from Africa. So I know that, I can see. Because he didn't speak full English, he spoke like kind of English. So that kind of English. So then I'm like, I know. And this is when things got real. He ran up to me and he was like, "This." I put my pencil down and what? My boyfriend looked at me and then he was like, "Calm it down." So I'm like, I look back and I'm like, alright. So my hair is crazy. I can see that. And then he's like, "Oh, you right, like a kindergartner." I'm like, that got me heated. That got me so heated. Like, alright, what's wrong with that? That's what I said. I was like, okay, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Again, moving looked at me, calm down. So, I'm like, no. He said I was right, like, kindergarten. How about you? How do you write? I want to see how you write. Since I was talking to him nasty like that, in Africa, it's like somebody talks nasty to you, boom, you get hit. So he goes, oh! Then he puts the paper on my head. He goes, because he had paper in his hand, he went like that, but not so hard. He just tapped my head. That kind of hurt, because, like, did it with the pointy part. Then I started laughing, because, like, why would you put that up if you're not going to hit me? I'm ready. He hit me, bah. No, don't hit me. Right there, like, I thought he was going to hit me. I got ready. I stood up. I was like, alright, go, hit me. What are you going to do? I guess he was, like, scared of my parents, because he met my parents. So I thought he was scared. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to just leave it. Alone. So then, like, after lunch, this was after lunch, we had the same silent reading. Sustained silent reading, SSR. Sustained silent reading, so just like reading silently by yourself, unless you don't know how to read. So I asked to read with my best friend. I'm going to say her sister's name, Rwanda. No, that's not her sister's name. Rwanda. I'm going to just call her Rwanda. So, me and Rwanda were like close. We were best friends. We did everything together. Like, we were inseparable. Like, you take us. She's in a different class than me. We have to be in the same class. So my teacher already knew if she's absent, she got to say we're together. They gotta make sure if she has no substitute, we go together. So, yeah. So I asked if I can read with her. I said in Spanish, ¿Puedo leer con ella? And he's like, what? I'm like, can I read with her? And he's like, what? Then I start yelling, ¿Puedo leer con ella? And I didn't know that I was speaking Spanish. I forgot. So I'm like, can I read with her? And he's like, oh, sure. Only for 5 minutes. What? What? So I bring my chair over because she didn't want to move her chair like she usually does. So I move my chair over to hers. And because we don't sit at the same table, like we cannot sit at the same table or we talk. Stop. They tried that once where we are across from each other. That didn't work. So I move my chair over to hers, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I asked if I can read with her. He said, okay. I sit for 5 seconds. What? So he was looking at his watch the whole time. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are you doing? I'm like, what? You said 5 minutes. Alright. Until the same silent reading is over, you can talk. She's like, oh, you can read with her then. I thought you wanted to, I thought you, like, she said, I thought you wanted to play with her. Like, are you serious? You really thought I was gonna play? It's the same salary. I want to do school. Do you? So I went over and I sat down. We sat down. Blah, blah. So cut, like literally cut. I have to cut this out. Like he came over to us. Like he like went over and was like going like that over us. Like, what you reading? He's like, just like, and then I'm like, none of your business. And he's like, he got back up. He was like, he took Rwanda with him. He took Rwanda with him. She went like that. Her chair almost fell. But then my boyfriend picked her up. Like, but they weren't friends at all. They hated each other. That gets me so heated. Like, why do you hate my boyfriend? Like, why? This video has been going on to like 5:30. But so what? So, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, alright, you want to fight me? Because I can fight. Since Rwanda sat across, let's call my boyfriend John Carlos, because that's his name. So, I hope he really doesn't watch this video. John Carlos was like, no, don't do it to yourself. I'm like, alright, no. And he's like, picks the paper up, because he always has that paper in his hand, like, he's ready. He picks the paper up, he hits Rwanda, like, hard. He hits Rwanda so hard that my hand went up. My hand went, what you doing? Get that paper out of her face. I was actually the abuser. Well, I didn't hit no one. But I'm not supposed to judge the teacher. But don't judge my best friend. So, I hope my mom doesn't watch this. So, like, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, this is what happened. So, my hand went up. By accident, I slapped the paper. I wanted to use the bathroom because I got heated. I got mad. So, I wanted to use my hand. By accident, I touched the paper. And he's like, don't touch my paper. Do you see what this is? He showed me it. It was like, oh, I want you. I really, really want you. Like the song. I forgot what song. You're feeling nice. Like cooler than a bag of ice. Now freeze, 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 freeze. Oh, no, Victorious. They sing that. Yes, he wrote it on a piece of paper, and he was like, "See what that is? It's a song for you to sing." Me, for you, the whole class. Oh, you see that? I just scratched myself. See that? I just scratched myself. But yeah, so like I said, I'm sorry. I just raised my hands to go to the bathroom. And so right, John Carlos raised his hand too, and he laughed and I laughed. So we both, but yeah, we were still okay. So he asked to use the bathroom, and then we both went. So I waited for him because I knew he was going to go to the bathroom. So he grabbed the pass. I give him a pass too, and then I walk out. I just walked out. I slammed the door, like no, like that got me aggravated. Since the girls' bathroom is that way and the boys' bathroom is that way, we walked all the way to where the water is, all the way like the hot water to rinse your face. We walked there, then we walked back, and then we were just talking about like why is he so mean? Like, cause he's taller than me, so like he doesn't have to look down, but yeah. But then like he's like okay, once we walked back to the classroom, and I'm like, he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And we sat down. They like, same Sunday reading's over. Go back to your seat. Mr. Z said it. And waiter Why do I keep calling her Rueda? That's her name, but I want to call her Juan because I don't want her to watch the video. It's her. So, wait, what was that noise? Oh, that must have been like something. So, my Rwanda came with me. She put her seat. Yeah. Yeah. So, next was math. So I take out my math notebook, and he's like, "You don't have a teacher, get out." Because he told me to get out. So I'm like, why? Like, I don't have to get out. But anyways, I walked out. Giancarlos walked out. Rueda walked out. Like, all three of y'all walk out. So we all walked out. Madison had to walk out. Nadia had to walk out. Madison was in the earlier video. And Nadia is just like straight up my cousin. And we got in the same class together, so that's cool. But the only problem with that was, well, you told me to leave the room. But anyways, I left. We went downstairs to the cafeteria because he's like, "I'm going to the cafeteria. I want you to do your work there." He gave us like a whole bunch of teaching points, a whole bunch of work to do, and then he actually wants us to be helpers. So we went to the cafeteria. We wrote the teaching point for him. We graded tests and a whole bunch of other things. And yeah, and then like when we came back upstairs, I handed him the papers. He slapped the papers out of my hand. So these are the papers. No, wait. Nah, I'm gonna get a paper. I got tissue. So because there was a lot of papers, so it was like just like he slaps the papers out of my hand. It was flying everywhere. Mind you, I'm the last one to go in the classroom because I had more tests than everyone to grade. I had 41 tests to grade. The rest of them had like 19. So Giancarlo stood with me to help me, and then the rest of them was like, "No, I'm leaving." So, but then they helped me do like 5 or something. When I walked in, they're already sitting. It's in my hand regularly. I don't know what's going on when I walk in. He goes, "Why are you so late? Why are they there first? Why? And then I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, why you? I just came in because you told me to grade 41 papers. You gave me 41 papers, so I had to grade them, right? So he's like, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm like, what happened to your accent? He's like, yeah. I'm sorry. Like, you know how like who talks like that? Oh my god, I put it down and it just. I'll say it in my next video. I was gonna say description, but I'm gonna say it in my next video. But Jessica Nicole talk like that. She's like, "Shorty, yeah, this and that, boo." Shorty, like it's short. So he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. And like, what happened to your accent? He's like, oh, like people were like, oh, like those are the people in my class. They were like, ooh, what happened to you? Like a whole bunch of people. I was gonna say fun people, what? A whole bunch of people just came up with like, oh, what happened to your accent? I'm gonna tell. If you don't keep, and he's like, if you don't keep it a secret, I'm gonna hit you. And no, everybody was like, stop. I'm the first one to say like, stop. And he's like, what did you say? I'm like, stop. He's like, what did you say? Then I just walked out. I came back in. He left. He had left. My because it was just for like until sixth period, and then we had 2 periods with my regular teacher. She had to go to a meeting to the morning with a whole bunch of parents, and so my teacher came in, and then that's all that happened. And bye.